Okay, now we are going to go over where to find important course information. Your learning target is I will know where to find important course information. Here is a look of what it looks like when you are logged in and you click on a course. You'll notice in that bottom right-hand corner, this is where the course announcements are. You'll find all important course information in this area. You can click on this gray arrow to shrink things up and down so you have more area to view over here. A scroll bar will also appear when you are in this area, so make sure you scroll all the way down, find all the messages that are there, view them completely. You may even need to click on this little view button in order to completely view the message. So if you click on that button, it expands it a little bit. So this is where all important course information is, in those course announcements. You will also find a link to the course syllabus there. It has lots of good detailed information about the course, including links to project rubrics. Make sure you scroll down. You might see a message something like this. You click on the course syllabus, you click on the pacing calendar, and again, there might be information about sessions in this class. Here's an example of a pacing calendar. It just lays out each day, what's due, when, throughout the entire course so you can stay on track and know where you need to be. Please make sure you check your messages. Over here, when you're logged in, you can click on that menu, Message Center, that takes you there. Or at the top, you have this little icon, the envelope, with maybe a little bubble with how many unread messages you have. So either place gets you to the Message Center. Please click on those. Please read your messages. Notice my little note right here. We can see when you don't read your messages. Please read them. We, as teachers, the school is trying to communicate with you. Excuse me. is trying to communicate important information with you. Please read those messages. We're trying to tell you about things you need to know in order to do to pass the course or that week, whatever is helpful information. Please read your messages. You have access to tutoring 24/7. That may not directly apply to Spanish class, but you may have other classes with Primavera, such as math, English, science. You can click on that question mark up at the top, scroll down, and click on that link to Tutoring Thinking Storm. It takes just a second to log in, and then you can be connected with a tutor. So utilize that. Let's take a moment and talk about your grade. Grade weighting. Where is it important to spend your time? What are the important assignments to do in this class? Hopefully you notice this huge chunk over here, 30%. Those are your projects. You'll have them due throughout the course. Make sure you complete those projects. Those are a huge part of your grade. Make sure you follow the requirements for what needs to happen in each project. Then let's look at the next big chunk. You'll notice there's a set of 15, 15, 15 here. So almost half your grade, that's 45% of your grade. Almost half of your grade comes from three things: discussion board, final exam, and completing these synchronous or asynchronous sessions. So don't skip those. Make sure you get those done. Okay, just a reminder about synchronous sessions. You need to complete 6 total by the end of the course, and you can do any combination of synchronous, meaning at that scheduled time with me each week, or asynchronous sessions. See course announcements for asynchronous activities. Remember to do 1 lesson a day and study vocabulary. Studying vocabulary for at least 20 minutes each day, and I have a link for you to all of the course vocabulary, and it's found in those course announcements. So let's talk about vocabulario. Why is it so important to study vocabulary daily? Your brain needs repetition. That's how it learns. You need to see something over and over and over and over, especially when we're talking about language. Think about how you learned English as a baby, as a child. You didn't just hear it one time and you knew it, right? You heard it over and over and over and over. Same thing with learning another language and Spanish. You need to have that repetition. Your brain needs to see it over and over and over. You'll remember it so much more if you study every day. There's vocabulary in every lesson. Go over it frequently. Glancing at it won't work. If you just glance at it, you're never going to know it. You're never going to remember it. And a few months from now, when this course ends, you definitely won't know it. So go over it. Get it really set in your brain. Go over vocabulary for at least 20 minutes every single day. Go over it in Spanish. Go over it in English. See if you can say it vice versa, right? From Spanish to English, English to Spanish. Know it forwards and backwards. At this level of Spanish, vocabulary is the most important thing you can do. You will be learning some grammar, and you're going to be adding to the grammar you know as you progress in each Spanish course. But at this first level, the most important thing is vocabulary. Spanish will make so much more sense if you study the vocabulary. Also, you won't be as likely to use a translator because you'll know it. Your brain is supposed to be the translator. You are supposed to know the words. Most of the projects have two parts. We have written and audio. Sometimes the system might give you trouble recording. If that's the case, you can record it on your computer maybe and send it to me in an email, but your best option is to use vocaroo.com. This website is super easy, super quick to use. You type in the address vocaroo.com, it literally takes you to this exact screen, so it's already ready, set up. Just click to record. You don't have to log in, you don't have to sign up, anything like that. Just click to record. You record it, and then you can retry or re-listen to it. If you're happy with it, you click here to save, and then it takes you to this screen where it gives you this link. This is the link I want. So copy and paste this link into your project. That's the best option. Okay? Don't click email. If you do that, it starts sending me emails like every single day. That's too much. Please just copy and paste that link into your project. If you can't do that for some reason, then try to copy and paste it and send it to me in a message. That's the next best option. Please just copy and paste that link. Okay, let's talk about Project 1. This will take you from Unit 1 to Unit 3. Write a dialogue between you and someone else. Of course, it can be made up. That's fine. Follow all of the necessary requirements given in lessons 1 through 15. You'll read the dialogue for the audio portion. So just make sure you include all of the parts. Every single one is going to count towards your grade. So make sure you have everything there that's needed. Do not use a translator. I want to see what you can do. I don't care what a translator can do. I want to know what you can do with Spanish. What have you learned? How can you apply it? How can you put sentences together? It's okay to make mistakes. I'm not expecting perfection, especially at this level, okay? But you still should be doing the work yourself. All of the vocabulary and grammar you use should be found within the course. It should be stuff that you have learned in each lesson. I should not see anything more advanced, grammar-wise or vocabulary-wise. That comes from a translator. So please make sure you are doing the work yourself. Please complete the questions for this activity now.